Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I here have this CMF Phone 1 by the brand Nothing. You wouldn't have missed this on social media guys, especially considering the cool way they launched it, where they started with popular YouTubers assembling the phone together and finally finishing off with the gorgeous Indian actress Raavmedia. So I wanted to check the coolness, as this phone really brought back fun into smartphones. At the same time, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So here in the UK, the launch price is £180 for that base 128GB storage with a decent 8GB RAM configuration. For the price, it does give you a lot of really cool top-end specs, but it does have its fair share of compromises as well. So let me show you all of that in my video. Unboxing first, you get this very thin box, which only means one thing: no charger included. Inside, you have the phone. I wanted to get the signature orange color, but that was sold out. So I went for this light green color, which looks cool as well. You also get a white USB-C cable along with the manual and an orange SIM ejector tool. So yes, no charger in the box, but this phone can charge up to 33 watts. Now, let's look at the phone and its unique design. One thing, as soon as you touch the phone, is that it doesn't feel cheap at all. Even though the back is plastic, it's got this nice texture to this one, especially this light green color has got this matte texture to it. And it doesn't feel cheap at all. The bold Wally eyes kind of dual camera module at the back, which Nothing brand introduces with its phone 2, is here as well. But more interesting bits are these exposed screws and this bigger screw knob at the bottom. There's a reason for this. You can buy several first-party accessories which can be screwed into the back by simply unscrewing the existing setup and that thumb screw. They cost between £19 to £30. Unfortunately, they were not available at launch, but you can get a stand, a wallet attachment, a lanyard, and even different colored back plates. And all these can be literally screwed into place, giving you that complete customizable option. And since it is not snap-on or magnetic arrangement, but instant, you properly screw them in, these attachments should stay more secure connected to your phone. Now sure, the back plate comes off, but again, the battery inside is not user replaceable. That really is a waste of such cool, unique idea of having a removable back. Even with these exposed bits, the design of the phone doesn't look bad. Yes, the thumb screw does stick out a bit, but it's exactly positioned in such a way that it complements the camera bump, making your phone not rock too much when you lay it on a flat surface. The weight of the phone is also a comfortable 199 grams, which shows here on my scale. The buttons feel decent. You've got a volume rocker on the left and the power button on the right. At the top, you have a single hole for microphone. At the bottom, there is the USB-C port, SIM card tray, and speaker grills. The SIM tray here, it can take dual SIMs or even a micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. So you really can just stick with the base 128GB storage and not go for the additional storage option. Let's talk about the display now. The front, it has a hole punch display with the camera module right in the center. The screen has a screen protector applied out of the box, which is really useful. And authentication wise, you get the on-screen fingerprint scanner. It is not the fastest out there, but each and every time that I have tried, it worked totally fine. You also have the option to use face unlock. Again, it worked fine. You do have thin uniform bezels all around, but for the chin. This is a 6.67-inch Super AMOLED display with 1080 x 2400 pixels resolution, supporting 395 ppi. Now, despite being OLED, you do not get that always on option. You do get a moment where the fingerprint scanner lingers even after you close the screen, but then it goes black. The display supports adaptive 120Hz refresh rate, and it gets super bright at 2000 nits of peak brightness and 700 nits typical. The display is really amazing guys. Despite the low cost, this is one area where Nothing brand hasn't compromised. The 120Hz adaptive refresh rate makes everything super smooth, and it is a joy to watch content on here. But this joy gets cut short a bit as one of the compromises become clear as soon as you turn your phone into landscape and try watching something on here. And that is to do with the speakers. There is only one tiny one towards the bottom, so no stereo sound when you're watching videos in landscape orientation. And the quality of the speaker is also a bit average. It doesn't get too loud, As you can hear here,
consider the fact that you can pretty much get about 90% of that entire iPad experience for nearly half the price.
but it isn't great and you can easily block it with one finger.
20 Hz refresh rate, guys. So you really need to have a strong requirement.
However, you can connect a decent pair of Bluetooth headphones and continue watching content on this glorious screen as this phone supports Bluetooth 5.3. Let's talk about power under the hood now. This phone has a MediaTek Dimensity 7300 5G chip, which is a 4nm based processor with 8 cores. It's a decent mid-range processor, and day-to-day app usage, you do get good performance out of it. Everything felt smooth and app loading times were quick as well, besides the occasional lag here and there. The UK version comes with base 8 gigs of RAM, and that 6 gig configuration is not even available here. So that is really a good configuration for the price. Apps do hold their status whilst multitasking without having to reload them frequently. Next is gaming. This is what everyone is interested on this phone. I did play a few, guys. Let's try Asphalt 9. As soon as you launch the app, the phone kicks into game mode, which is nice. So let's play, and here we go. So it is playable, but yeah, you can see the frame rate and how it appears pixelated, guys. Clearly the processor is struggling. PUBG next. Let's get onto it. See, you can play, but don't expect top-end performance. I feel that PUBG handled a bit better on this phone, and yeah, it is certainly manageable. Casual gaming, however, is totally fine. As you can see, it is nice and smooth. Subway Surfer and then Temple Run, both of them work totally fine. You have no problems with casual gaming. Also, for this price point, nothing has added a really decent cooling system, so the phone doesn't get too hot. So even after my hours worth of gameplay, it got slightly warmer and nothing nowhere close to that really hot where some phones do get to. Talking about the operating system, you can choose that CMF launcher during setup, which is this minimal skin. It does look aesthetic, perfectly in line with that Nothing's theme. But yeah, not all app icons follow this, as you can see here. So you need to actually go and change the app icon if you want every app to fall within that theme. And coming to customization, it does feel closer to stock Android with a few bits of custom Nothing touch thrown here and there. Next, let's talk cameras. Another expensive component on any smartphone, and sure, on a smartphone costing this low, they should cut corners. I was expecting this, but was pleasantly surprised by the results. At the back, you just get one camera, despite two lenses here. The top one is just a portrait assist sensor. That's it, and it's not a camera. The main sensor is a 50 megapixel Sony sensor. And guys, let me ask you one question. What are you expecting out of your smartphone camera? If your answer is to take pictures which you want to keep them as memories and watch them back on this phone, or share it with your family and friends or on social media, then the pictures which you get out of this phone are really good. The best performance obviously is in good lighting conditions. Portrait shots as well perform very well under decent lighting. Selfie camera is a 16 megapixel sensor. Again, good shots under better lighting conditions. Low light shots, here are few. You can check and judge them yourself. I do share all these shots and everything on my Instagram as well, guys. It is on the screen. Please do follow me and do support me there as well. We are just reaching that 18K milestone on YouTube, guys. Thanks a lot for your support. And if it's your first time here, do check my videos, guys. And if you think I deserve your subscription, please hit that subscribe button. Support me and I'll keep making these videos. Getting to video recording, it is pretty decent as well. You can record on 4K up to 30 FPS. This phone does a pretty good job at stabilizing shots as well. Overall, for the price, this is not at all a bad camera. The camera UI is pretty good as well. It is neat and simple. You can swipe down with just one finger like this to get the menu option. And as you can see, the default is set to 12 megapixels. You can also change it to 50 if you want to capture that full detail. Also, CMF offers two different picture modes here. There is natural and then there is vivid, which adds a bit more contrast and makes your pictures pop a little. But again, the compromises are evident here. You just get one lens. There is no ultra wide or telephoto cameras. It's just the main 50 megapixel sensor, giving you up to 2 levels of zoom. Next is battery life, and it is pretty solid as well, guys. This phone has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, and I easily got a full day even after moderately heavy usage. So you can get that all day battery with no issues at all. Now, for a few more compromises you have to make with this phone. First, this phone only has IP52 rating, which means it is protected from water spray and limited dust. So gentle water splash is fine. Anything more than that, you will run into problems. But considering the modularity of this phone, this is the highest rating which nothing could achieve. And then you don't have wireless charging as well on this phone, but a bigger compromise is the absence of NFC. Guys, in India, you have Paytm everywhere where you can just scan a QR code with your camera and then pay. So the absence of NFC won't be a huge issue there. But here in the UK or even in America, we use NFC on our phones quite a lot. And that is almost a huge deal breaker for me, guys. I don't think I can live with a phone that doesn't support wireless pay option. Coming to Android updates, nothing has promised 2 years of software updates and 3 years of security updates. So not that long time support, but yeah, standard for phones in this price range. So in conclusion, 180 pounds in the UK, $200 in America, and about 16,000 rupees in India after discounts, you do get a lot of phone for your money. You get that simple but totally cool modular design, which makes this phone a lot of fun. The camera is pretty decent. The phone is fast for day-to-day app usage, and the battery life is incredible as well. But yeah, the biggest compromise is the absence of NFC, and if you can live with that, then this phone is really going to be a steal deal. So what are your thoughts, guys? Do drop them in the comment section down below. Are you deciding to buy this phone? Which color do you like? And which feature of that unscrewing and screwing in bit you like the most? For me, I think the back plates look really cool. I probably might even get that blue and the orange back plates, which are really amazing. That's my favorite. What about you? Any questions, do leave them down below and I'll try to respond to all of them. Guys, a lot of hard work goes into making these videos. So if you're enjoying my content, please hit that like button and do subscribe, support me, and I'll keep making these videos for you. It's a slightly lengthy video this time, and if you have managed to stay until the end, please comment down CMF Phone 1 and I will like and heart that comment. Also, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.